Hello, everybody. AVM Superhero here. This is episode 4 of Death Taught Us How to Live. Uh, like I said before, this is morphing into much more than just stroke survivors in the United States. It's brain trauma. People in the United States. I also have one person from outside the United States. So let me introduce to everybody that I have on this particular episode. So, first we have Kenya. She's out of California. She's a stroke survivor. Hello, Kenya. Welcome to the show. Next, I have Sara. Sara is a stroke survivor as well. She's from Kentucky. Hello, Sara. Welcome to the show. Next, I have a young person, and I'm very proud to actually have her on my show. And she's amazing. She's a youth ambassador. Her name is Erica from Florida. How you doing, Erica? And last but not least, I have gone across the globe to Australia to get a stroke survivor from Australia. Her name is Dominique. Hey, Dominique, how you doing today? Well, let's get started with the show. Do you feel different about life?
Absolutely. Yes, I feel life is meant to be enjoyed. I feel like a lot of times, I know for me, it was about being successful, about making that bag, about grabbing it and having it, but at what cost? And I paid the cost. I feel like God was like, you need a timeout to understand what it's actually about. And so I'm not quick to rush and do things anymore. It is in a slower manner, and it's okay. If it gets done today, great. If I get to wake up and see tomorrow and there's an opportunity for tomorrow, well, there's my chance. But there's no rushing like there was in the past.
What is important about life?
The connections, the love, the people who know you and care for you and you know and care about, the people who are there when you call them on your way to have a stroke at the hospital and say, I'm going to the hospital, and they show up, the people who bring you, smuggle you pizza into rehab because you cannot eat one more of the meals there, and keeping and maintaining those connections.
Who would have been most impacted by your death? And how has your relationship with that person has changed now? Sorry.
I think my mom and my baby sister. I think them, definitely them. I'm not close with the rest of my family, but my mom and my sister are my absolute world, and my sister's pretty much my kid. So if anything had happened to me, yeah, I think they would have been absolutely heartbroken.
How's your life with them now? How's it changed?
Well, my sister and I are as close as ever. Probably closer. She gets a bit annoyed because she was just like, I had to look after you for so long. So she's like, I'm glad you're back on your feet. But she's 11 years younger than me, so of course she's gonna be like that. And my mum's pretty glad I'm back on my feet as well, so I can do all the cooking. But they are just so happy that I am finally just about like living my life again to the fullest. I think my mom's kind of wanting me to be more at home. But she is just happy that I can actually be out there living my life. And yeah, if it weren't for them, honestly, I don't think I would have gotten through most of this. So for that, I am so thankful for them. I actually live with both of them still because if anything happens, I need them. So yeah, they are my absolute world, and I love and adore both.
What are you trying to accomplish with this new life of yours?
With this new life of mine, I really want to inspire and find other people who may have had confidence issues in their past or maybe are even struggling right now, and find other people who are having an AVM diagnosis or who are recently diagnosed or going through a process that I went to prior to my diagnosis where they don't know what's going on in their body, which is why I go to events and I speak freely about my story, and I don't hide my confidence issues or other things that I go through, because I want it to be normalized that everyone goes through something, and it's okay to talk about it, and it's okay to feel the way that you do.
How has the threat of death taught you how to live?
It's reminded me of what is most important: those people, the relationships, keeping in touch with your family, or your friends, or whoever your special people are. You can call them tomorrow, but you can also call them today. So maybe just a quick text, how you doing? This is the funny thing that happened today. Because you might be able to call them tomorrow and have a great in-depth conversation, and you might not. So make sure they know you love them and you care before you can't. Or before they're not there and you can't. Either way, either you can't because you're not there, or you can't because they're not there. Because just as fragile as I was and am, so are the people I love around me. I can't assume just because they're younger, they're not going to have a stroke or an accident or any of the dozens of ways that I could be out someone I love very much. And I want the last thing they know about me to be that I love them, whichever way it goes.
What did you take for granted before that you wish people would not take for granted?
Life. I think people take life for granted. I think that when you are living, you don't realize that you're living. I think that you don't actually live your life. Like you're just going day by day, and you're not going out, and you're not enjoying your life. You're just sitting around at home, and you just, not really thoroughly enjoying your life. And I think once you've had your stroke or your near-death experience, or just anything bad that happens to you in life, I think you really start to enjoy your life. Like, I've honestly started to really enjoy my life. And for that, I'm actually kind of thankful for what has happened to me, because now I can thoroughly go around and enjoy what life has given me.
What did death teach you?
I think it just taught me how quickly things can change, how tomorrow isn't promised. And I know people always say that, it's very cliche, but for me, when I say that, I really mean it. Tomorrow isn't promised. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen a week from now. So again, I keep mentioning making memories and cherishing moments with your family and friends, because that is something that I really took away from having my surgery. That's something that I have really come to appreciate, just being able to make these memories and call my family or hang out with my friends on campus or go drive and see my friends at their other campuses and things like that. Just being able to make memories, see my friends and family, tell everyone how much they mean to you, and cherish every single moment that you get, because you don't know what's going to happen next.
What are you trying to accomplish with this new life of yours?
That's a very, very good question. For me, one, I definitely want to get through this 5-year window they tell you about, and just being careful to make sure that you don't have any additional strokes. That's first and foremost. Second of all, I'd like 62-year-old me to be able to look back and be like, okay, proud of you. I want 89-year-old me to be like, we're still fly and we made it here. So whatever it takes to get to those points, whatever I have to do at 46, 62, 72 to make sure that life is extended, I'm here for that.
Thank you, everybody. Great answers, man. Really heartfelt. I thank you so much for giving your time and your energy to this project. Now, if anybody that is a stroke survivor and lives in the United States or in any one of the states that I have not interviewed yet, please hit me up. You could direct message me on Instagram at AVM_superhero, or you could leave a message down here in YouTube. Either way, I'll get back to you. I thank you guys so much. If you guys like this video or this series, please subscribe, like it, and put on your notifications. Really appreciate you guys. AVM Superhero out.
And I cannot breathe. Trapped in a loop. Betty does.